everyone, this is Megan with Unleash Coaching, and I hope you're having the most magnificent day. We're going to be continuing on with Be Obsessed or Be Average by Grant Cardone. We want to make sure that you know and commit to your purpose and goals, that you build and develop your community and your mindset, and of course, that you take massive, meaningful action. All right, let's jump on in and feed our beast. Be sure you are the difference. Know you are the difference. Whatever it is you're selling, whatever you're persuading people to do, whatever that is, you are the difference in the transaction. You are the difference in what it is that you are trying to accomplish. Price is not the issue. Value is the issue, and you are part of the value. If you pay $5 for something, and so it costs you, in your mind, it costs you $5, and you get $5 of value, you're probably like, accomplish. Price is not the issue. Value is the issue, and you are part of the value. If you pay $5 for something, and so it costs you, in your mind, it costs you $5, and you get $5 of value, you're probably like, But imagine if you pay $5 for something and you get $5,000 in value. Imagine if you paid $10 for the same thing, right? You paid $5 with one person and you got $5 of value out of it. For the exact same thing, you paid $10, but you got $5,000 worth of value out of it. So one person says they're going to help you with something and they kind of help you. You paid $5 with one person and you got $5 of value out of it. For the exact same thing, you paid $10, but you got $5,000 worth of value out of it. So one person says they're going to help you with something and they kind of help you. Like they help you technically, but they don't really provide much value. And then another person who charges $10, but gives you $5,000 worth of value. Which one was the better price? Was it better to pay $5 for $5, or was it better to pay $10 for $5,000? Value is really important concept to understand versus price. And the other thing that's really important to understand is what you bring to the table. We were talking about this for the last several sessions, and over the course of this book, we've talked about it several times. Who you are, what you bring to the table. Be your biggest fan. Be sold on you. Know that you are worth it. Know that you bring something to the table because you do. You bring something of great value to the table. But it's more important that you know that than that I tell you that. So you need to be clear on what that is. You need to write down the value that you bring, and you need to be sold on you. So when you're talking to people about what it is, the way that you can help them, the way your product can help them, the way making that decision is important, that they're not just making that decision, buying that product, getting that service, they're also getting you with it. So it's really important to remember that. The other thing that you want to take away from today's conversation is your community. I talk about community regularly. At the beginning of every single one of these, I talk about building and developing your mindset and your community. The people that you work with are part of your community. You want to make sure that they are bought into the obsession. They are in the culture of the organization. If you run the organization, you have so much control over this. If you run a part of the organization, you have control over that. You want to make sure that you are building and developing people to have that same mindset, to have that culture, to have that obsession with whatever it is you all are trying to achieve. You want to make sure that that community that you are building, that community that you are developing are part of the culture that you want in your organization. You want people to be pulling in the same direction. You want them to be pulling with the same gusto and excitement and obsession and dedication and determination and persistence, all of those things. It will create the culture of your organization. It will be the culture of your organization. And the culture is going to be what helps people understand and drive every single day how much effort they put in, how they come to work, how they show up, and how you show up will be a big part of how they show up. So take some time today and look at your community. Look at the community you have inside of your business and outside of your business. Whether it's, when I say your business, it's whatever workplace you have. And your community includes you. So what's your mindset? Be sure that you are part of that you don't see it as something outside of you. Your community is not outside of you. Your community includes you. So be sure that you have the community that you want to have, that you have the community that has the culture that you want to have around you. And if you look around, take that time today, look around, who do you spend your time with? The 5 people you spend most of your time with will tell you an awful lot about the person you are and the life you're going to have. Because how you spend your time is who you are, who you will be. So if you want to be something different, spend time with people that are already that thing, whether they have that success, they have that talent, they have that skill, whatever that is. The more time you spend with those people, the more you will move towards that. So take time today to take a look at your community. What changes do you need to make? What culture do you need to work on? What elements of your obsession do you need to make sure are being built out in your world, in your community, are being nurtured in your world, in your community? It will be absolutely worth your time. You are worth your time. Your goals, your purpose are worth your time. Take the time to do it today, not tomorrow, not the next day, 5 minutes. 5 minutes, just sit down and write down a list of all the people that you can think of that you spend the most time with. Your goals, your purpose are worth your time. Take the time to do it today, not tomorrow, not the next day, 5 minutes. 5 minutes, just sit down and write down a list of all the people that you can think of that you spend the most time with. You know, I love brainstorming. Don't spend a lot, don't overthink it. Don't, oh, well, that person I haven't seen. And no. The names that jump into your head first, write them down, write them down, write them down. Spend a few minutes and just look at the people on that list and think about how they add to your community, how they add to your purpose, how they add to your goals. And if they don't, then question why they're on that list. Doesn't mean you have to take them off the list, but be clear about the role that they have in your life. It will be extremely valuable to you. You will be able to have and develop those relationships in the right direction for the things that are going to benefit you, your goals, your purpose, and make sure that you are a benefit to them. That's where we started this conversation. The value you bring. You have to bring something to the table too. And I'm telling you, you do. I just wonder if you know what that is, if you're clear on it and if you're sold on yourself. So think about your community today, really take a little bit of time to think about it and make sure that you are sold on yourself. And of course, and as always, I hope you have the most magnificent day. And please reach out and let us know here at Unleash Coaching, Megan Rovnack. You can find us on all kinds of social media, email, phone call. Let us know how it's going. Let us know how your community building is going. Let us know how sold you are on you. I hope you are. If you aren't, work on it because you should be. And I look forward to seeing you again soon.